Hey guys, it's your coach Ryan from leanmuscleandfitness.com, and today I wanted to share with you the 7 steps, the 7 principles that I use every day to achieve my fitness goals and goals in general, and I think it can be really beneficial for you too. So let me go ahead and get started right into that. Number 1, first thing you got to do is define your goal and make it specific. Okay, you really got to identify what your goal is. Think about it, and not only that, you've got to make it specific. Okay, let me give you an example. Someone might say, I want to lose weight, or I want to gain some lean muscle, or I want to achieve a college degree. You know, something along those lines. That's way too broad, okay? What you've got to do is be specific. Instead say, I want to lose 25 pounds, 50 pounds, 75 pounds, or I want to put on 5, 10, 15 pounds of lean muscle, or I want to achieve that degree in architecture. You know, someone might say, I want to become vice president of my organization. You know, those are very specific goals and things that you can identify with. So that's the first step. Okay, second step, you got to come up with a reasonable game plan. So you got to come up with a reasonable step-by-step process of how you're going to achieve it. You know, is it going to be perfect? No. You know, you're probably going to have to deviate from this plan at some point. But what it's going to do is initially help you to at least get started. You know, you might be able to go quite far on that original game plan. But even if you do have to deviate from it a little bit, that's okay. All right, you're going to come up against roadblocks more than likely, but you just, you know, work your way around them, find solutions, and move on. So, but coming up with that original game plan, that's just going to be very key to get you at least started. It might take you a long ways. All right, number 3, you got to set a time limit or schedule a future event that creates a sense of urgency. Let me give you an example about what I mean on that. Okay, let's say someone has a goal to run a marathon. They say, I want to run a marathon. Well, without entering the contest, without entering the race, you know, you're not going to have as much motivation, not near as much motivation, right? You might say, I want to run that marathon, but, you know, when is it going to be? You know, when do you mean? 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, you know, that's great to have that goal. But without the contest being scheduled, you're going to make every day lose value, you know, and it's going to go by, days are going to go by without even reaching for that goal. So let's say you go ahead and schedule that marathon, you know, 100 days out, okay? So every day is 1/100th of that opportunity to reach your goal. And so you're really not going to let a day go by when you're not working towards that goal. You know, that end date is just going to propel you. It's going to motivate you to get running, to hit the road, you know, to get on the treadmill, whatever it is. It's going to build big value into every day. You're not going to let one day go by, because then it's just a wasted day towards that goal. So you got to have a future event, you know, or a time limit, you know, something that's going to really make today valuable. Also, here's another example. Say, you know, 90 days out, you've got a family reunion, you know, high school reunion, and you want to, say, maybe lose some weight or this or that. You want to improve, you know, some kind of skills, and maybe communication skills that you have, so you can really talk with people better. You know, whatever your, you know, goal is, having that 90-day end state right there, that's going to help you to, you know, do the studying that you need to be a better communicator, or give you 90 days in order to lose that weight. You know, whatever your goal is, having that goal is going to help tremendously. Okay, number 4 already. You're going to write it down. You got to write it down, and you got to look at it daily. This is something I do, like I said, on a daily basis. You got to have a written to-do list, but with respect to your individual goals, writing them down is key. They say that it's just something about literally writing it down or typing on your computer. It increases the chances of goals being accomplished tremendously. And so not only writing it down, but looking at it daily. Personally, I look at my daily to-do list, my 1-year plan, my 5-year goals. I look at those definitely every day, multiple times a day. And it helps to stay at the forefront of your mind, you know. And when you see it, you can really achieve it. And so that helps tremendously. I would highly recommend that, writing it down and looking at it daily. Okay, number 5, you got to take ownership of your goals by telling others what you intend to do. Okay, what does that mean? Let's go back to the marathon. Okay, say you set that goal for yourself. I want to run that marathon. You sign up for the race, but you don't tell anybody. Can it be done? Is it doable? By not telling anybody? Absolutely. But is it going to be more motivation when you have an accountability partner, or when you tell your friends or your family, "Hey, I entered this marathon, and I'm gonna take it on. I'm gonna take it head on, and I'm gonna knock it out. And I've got this training to do." Just by the very act of saying it to other people that you're gonna do something, that's gonna be a big, big motivator. So think about doing that. It's really gonna help tremendously. Along with that is this sixth principle: get a partner. Again, is it absolutely necessary to have a partner? No, but I will say it helps tremendously to have a partner. That person could be your spouse, it could be your best friend, it could even be somebody online, a virtual partner, someone in a community, some kind of community organization, a running club, somewhere online, somebody that can keep you accountable and you can keep them accountable. That is just super, super key. Because again, it's hard to do things yourself, but when you have someone else keeping you accountable, that helps you to reach great success and reach it probably more likely than you would have by yourself, okay? And the seventh and final principle, you gotta track your progress. Okay, so when you first start out this journey, writing down where you're at, say you wanted to run that marathon, and the first time you go out running, you could only run 2 blocks. I've been there. So you write that down. Such and such a day, I only ran 2 blocks. That's where you started. That's okay. All right. Next time you go out, I ran 4 blocks. Okay. We're seeing some improvement. All right. A month from then, I'm running 11 miles. Okay. A month and a half out, you're up to 15 miles. Okay. That progress, you're keeping track of that progress. You can look back on that and say, "Hey, this is actually working." Awesome. You can also correspond that to weight loss, muscle gain. Where you start out. You can see the progress that you're making. I'm actually losing this weight, or I'm gaining this muscle. I'm on point. And that's just going to be a tremendous, tremendous motivator. So, with that being said, those are the 7 steps. Those are the 7 principles that I follow. Now, I will say this. This is something that's not included in the goal-setting steps, the goal-setting principles, but it's nonetheless probably the most important. You've got to know your why. Why are you doing this? Okay? It's easy to identify, what you want to do, but it's key, it's absolutely critical to define why you're doing it. Are you doing it for yourself to get healthier? Are you doing it for your family? Are you doing something for your friends, for other people? Why are you doing this? Your why is really going to be the fuel that's going to propel you on this journey. It's going to be what you go back to, what you think about, when times get tough or when you're facing some adversity. You're going to dig deep. You're going to think about, oh yeah, that's what I'm doing it for. So what I would suggest is go ahead and include that. Write that down too. Include that as part of what you look at every day. So not only what your goal is, but why you're accomplishing it. Okay? That's something I would suggest is very, very, it's crucial. It's very important. So I feel really, really confident that if you apply those 7 steps, those 7 principles, and what we just talked about, I think you're going to see great success. And I think it's just going to help you tremendously on your journey. So I hope that this helps. I hope that this presentation is something that you can apply to your own life, and I know it can be very helpful for you. All right. Well, I'm excited for you to achieve your goals and to see what's possible for you and expand your horizons. All right. Well, if I can be of any more service to you at all as far as fitness goes, like I said earlier, I have a website, leanmuscleandfitness.com. I'm a Beachbody coach. I can get you plugged in with any fitness program, any supplement that you need if your goal is, to get fit, to lose weight, to build muscle, to build endurance, to get healthier, whatever your goal is with regard to that. Not only can you use these 7 steps, these 7 principles, but we can actually get you the tools that you need in order to make it happen. So below this video in the description, I went ahead and put a link to my website, leanmuscleandfitness.com. There you can see all the products that Beachbody offers, and also a lot of other nutritional information, diet nutrition, things that I do, in addition to the fitness programs that Beachbody offers in order to get healthy and to consistently achieve my fitness goals. And also on the website and below this video, I go ahead and include my contact information. If you need any help whatsoever getting started, that's my job. I really want to help you to achieve your fitness goals too. And so I know you can do it. Feel free to contact me with regards to that, and we can get started on this journey. All right? Well, keep in mind, I know that you can do it, and you have every reason to do it. You're going to have the tools to do it, and let's make it happen.